What's up, family? Yeah, I said it. I blew two combines today. And I'm doing this, I'm being just like I'm impulsive to push a button to get in a trade. I'm doing this video kind of impulsively. I was in the shower. I was like, I should do a video because I said last year that I'll record a video where I, didn't do well, or I didn't, or I took a loss or whatever. And I never did. So I'm doing it now because I figure this is a great opportunity for me and for other people who, may tend to struggle with their trading and their trading psychology and such. So first I want to say I was trading Apex. I was in trailing drawdown on both accounts. I got to figure out how to know where I am within trailing drawdown so I can manage that better. So I got a friend who's going to tell me about that. There's some way I can do it if I look on Trade Today. So that's one. I just need to know if I'm in trailing drawdown, I need to know where I am. A good thing to do would be to go to micros, but who wants to trade micros? But for those of you that do, that's very disciplined of you, and salute to you. And so this morning when the market opened, I was not prepared. I was on a live call with some people, and I just woke up and I got on the call, and then I just like started trading. So I didn't get out of bed. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't eat anything. It was like I just stayed in bed. And one of the things that I told myself is do not trade from bed. And it's not that I can't, because I've passed combines in from the bed. I can. But, if I'm going to treat this like a business and, have the full scope of, I got like, I don't know, 74 inches of monitors in front of me. It's like, why not use that? Why do you want to be on a 19-inch computer for bed? And what I really got today for the first time is a good reason why I shouldn't trade from bed. Another good reason why I shouldn't trade from bed is when I go on tilt, I feel like I can't move. Right. So like literally today, I was like, I'm not getting out of this bed until I get this right. So I had already blown two combines, and I was like, well, I know, I'm bullish on Russell, so let me go over there. And then I started looking at Russell, and I was like, it's gonna fill a gap. It's gonna. It then went on tilt in my PA account at that. So I had told the people that I was on the call with, I was like, I'm done for the day. If I stay on the call with you guys, I'm gonna keep on trading. So I need to get off the phone. So I got off the phone, but I stayed in the bed, and then I kept on trading. So I put my PA into drawdown, and I was tilting on the PA, and I was like, go back over to Russell and get your bearings. So I was able to get back in Russell, and I got my my PA account out of drawdown. And so one of the things I said in one of a community that I'm in, a part of, is yesterday I said, the market, what did I say? I said, and it's just my opinion, it doesn't mean it's right. What did I say? I said the market will try to destroy you. Our job is not to let it. If you're trading an instrument that's a hot mess, look for one that is not. Don't try to trade a hot mess. So it's not that what I was trying to trade today was a hot mess. When I go on tilt, all technical analysis goes out the door. I'm just trying to catch the move because I know it's going to go somewhere. Let me, you know what I mean? And I just break down. But one of the things I told myself yesterday when I was looking at the Russell, I was like, Russell is in an expansion right now. So if anything, I was, projecting that we would come up here and then ultimately up here. So I did not have that in my mind this morning when I went to the charts. So one of the things that I can do as I approach the charts is like, I need to really land at the charts and see what happened overnight to get my bearings to understand where I need to look for my opportunity. And so one of the things ICT says that when we're bullish, what price will do on the next candle is it'll come to and through the open, and then it'll continue to go up. And then he teaches about the power of three. So this is like my teachable moment. This is a journal for me, and I'm doing this to hopefully help people that might struggle with their trading and just to get their mindset right. I don't feel bad. I don't feel sad. In the past, I used to cry and be like, I can't do this. What am I going to do? And, part of me is, I have a community where I support people with their technical analysis. And of course, other than our live calls, what we look at is hindsight. Everybody should be a brilliant hindsight trader because it's just a matter of looking at the candles and what happened. But can you execute when the market is rolling? So, I'm opening myself up to being vulnerable and criticism and support. Some people might be like, I get you, I feel you, I know, I've been there. So I don't want to make this video too long, and I don't have the time on it. So I was going to try to keep it to 10 minutes. But so, I was like, okay, I got my PA account right. I have Bluetooth combines, fine. How can I learn from this? What can I learn? And so I went back to the charts and I was like, okay, let's look at the charts and see what happened. So one of the things that ICT talks about, as I was starting to say, is that when it's bullish, it'll come to and through the previous candle open. So we opened up below it. So we did that check, and then he talks about the power of three. And in the power of three, if you're bullish, you want to see if you can go long below the open of the candle. And so I was like, let's look and see, was there an opportunity in here to go long? Now, it could have been in the middle of the night. It could have been, whatever, but we're just going to look to see if, what he says holds up. So this is the wick of that candle. And so once we had this displacement up here and then a retracement down, if I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I had my bearings, I don't even know why I had, oh, wow. Okay. All right. So if I have my bearings, let me see if this is an OTE right here. If I was up and trading London, that's the kind of thing that I'd be looking for. I'm bullish. I want to look to go long under the opening price of this. Okay, so it went to 786, but it went to, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I need a big so I can see. It went to this order block here, and then it came up, and then it came down to this order block here. And so this is not I don't think he would call this an OT because it went to 786. Usually we look for a price to come to between 618 and 618 and 702. He rounds his numbers. I just use the default. So then over here, same thing, 786. So, and this top of this box is the open of that candle. So I'm just like, okay. And then, down here, we ran all this liquidity out here. Yeah, we ran this liquidity out up here, but we left this open. So below the open of the candle, look for opportunities to go long when you're bullish. All right. So that's lesson number one. So there was a setup below the open of the candle for a bullish entry to take it up to that liquidity up there. So that's one. Now you would have had to sit through this pullback right here and just, hold on tight, maybe set it and forget it. But I was pausing here because I was like, I don't know why I put this line here, but sometimes what I look at is ICT talks about, this is all sell side, but being delivered. This is buy side being delivered, and then price will come back to balance out this sell side. That's in core content month 4 when he talks about fair value gaps. I believe that's the video. So I was just noticing, like, ain't that about a blip? It came here, right? So, price went up. We didn't even have the news this morning, so I don't know what this is, right? So, price came up here. It couldn't get to our target, but it left this up here right for the taking. Okay, cool. So when I got in, I was over here and I had the, what did I have? Oh, this right here is hourly fair value gap. Okay, so that's one of my things for my setup. When I look for price to reject off of a high time frame PD array, when I was initially trying to go long in here, I was on a lower time frame and I was like, I see my setup, I'm going to take it, but the one of the steps in the setup is to wait for a rejection off of a high time frame PD array. So So, and then you got this, so not only do we got the 1 hour of fair value gap, we got a 4 hour bullish order block. Maybe that's why I had this here. Okay, that's why I had this here. It wasn't the balancing out the sell side and then buy side coming back to it, but that's one of the things he talked about in the video that I told you about. So, so so while I was trying to trade this in here, like I think I got in one of my accounts, I was trying to get in on this order block because I was like, okay, you know, we had a market structure shift, boom, 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 come down, but I really needed to wait for a rejection off of this for a 1 hour fair value gap and, you know, to run some liquidity. It's so simple, you know, and it's the trick is to keep your bearings when these candles are printing, because when they're volatile and they're wicking and they're doing all this shooting up and down, it's like, what are we doing? So eventually, keep in mind, I'm bullish, right? So there was a time, oh, I was gonna say, I hope I'm not too scattered and you guys are following me. So we had this regular trading hours gap. So I was like, oh, ooh, it's going to fill the gap. I don't need to be worrying about a gap fill when I'm bullish and I'm waiting for price to go up. So regular trading hours upper, regular trading hours lower. I might the bottom because this is where price closed and this is where price open. So to me, in my mind, that's the gap. So this is regular trading hours lower. All right. So then part of me was like, ooh, let me get in on the gap fill. But there was really, even on the 5 minute, there was no opportunity, there was no setup to take the gap fill down right there. Oh, let me put extended trading hours on because I think I did. Now, what I could have did is if I saw this setup up here where we had a market structure shift and then a return up here to the order block, if I had my bearings, and keep in mind I'm bullish, so I'm not looking for short positions. But here's the setup that I see. You have your change of state of delivery here, then you have a retracement up into an order block. Where would you take that? Well, if I'm bullish, I cannot take it to fill the gap. Maybe it will fill, maybe it won't, but at the very least, I could take it to 50% of the gap. So, you know, if I had my bearings, yeah, I could have got out of 50% of the gap, right? But I didn't have my bearings and I was going bucky wild. So, so because I'm bullish, I'm not looking for short opportunities. I'm looking for long opportunities. So once we came down here and hit this hourly fair value gap, 4 hour order block, then I can look for the market structure shift to go up. And so on the 3 minute, let's see if we see what we see on the 5 minute. I don't even really see it down here unless I don't know what the market structure shift is. But what I do see, or what I did see, is I'm gonna use this low right here and this high right here, and OTE, and OTE. So then let me look on the 3 minute. I don't see a setup that I would take on the 3 minute. Usually I'm on the 3 and the 5 minute. I don't know if I'll get to the point where I will just enter off of, you know, like this is too, it's an OTE and it's a bounce off the regular trading hours gap. I go figure. Then we got this over here. I don't know if ICT says we could use this or not, but there's this little volume imbalance right there. But then let's look on the 1 minute, and I'll try not to look on the 1 minute, like I said. But on the 1 minute, at least we had this order block right here in a discount. So yeah, I'm long, but do I look for opportunity to go long up here? No, because it's in a premium. Do I look for opportunity to go here? No, it's in a premium. The first order block in a discount is where we got it. And then you know, it basically started to stair step its way up after that. And so man, so I was trying to trade in this over here and I was just full tilt. And then eventually I got my mind right and I was like, okay, we're going up. My entry wasn't good, but I was able to take it up to here. And so I'll show you these old raggedy executions just so you can see. This is not the account this is my PA account. And so this is not the account, obviously, that I blew. The accounts that I blew, those will be just an extra hot mess for you to see what I was doing there. But it's like I was shorting and I was trying to go long, and then I got entry was bad, and then I was chasing it. I was trying to get a whoop de whoop, and it's just like, look, get to the charts, get your bearings, get your bias, your narrative, and then sit and wait. That's the lesson here. So what I ended up getting, I guess I don't understand. I wish it said like what I actually did. Like, did I sell here? Did I buy here? Did I get stopped out here? I don't know how to read this. But eventually I got in here. See how I was chasing that? I didn't even wait for a retracement, right? I was chasing it up here. I was like, I know it's gonna go up. I know it is. So I got in, I got a little bit of drawdown, but I was like, okay, all right, sit still. And let me see what I saw on the higher time frame. Did I have? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm getting in at the top of the candle, and we had just run liquidity over here, the high of the day. Oh no, we were almost at it. Okay, we hadn't run it yet. Yeah. So I think that's why I did it. I was like, I know we're going up here at the very least. We got to go up here, So I got in here, and then as it was going up, I kept moving up my stop, and just like trying to just lock in profit. And then once we got up here, right here, I just moved my stop up and was like, boom, done. So it worked out. I'm not proud of this trade. I'm happy because I resuscitated my PA account, because I don't want to trade like this in my PA account. I really want to get to the charts, get set up, get my bearings, understand like what is my bias, like where do I think price is going. Yesterday I was like, price is going up. Okay, well then sit and wait for opportunities for the price to go up. And wait for reactions off of the high time frame PD arrays. And just be patient, I don't know what else to say. So this is my confessions. If you're in the game, shout out to you. Keep your head up. If you took profit today and did extremely well, I salute you. I think that's all I have to say for now. If I think of something else, I'll drop it in the comments, but hopefully you found some value in this. And Jamie, you can do this. You know how to trade, you know how to execute, technical analysis, you know how to determine where you think the price is going to go. Do what you know how to do, okay? And the rest will follow. Don't worry about the P&L. Concern yourself with proper executions. With proper executions, the money will follow, okay? Keep your head up. You did great. Good job analyzing the chart after you did what you did today. And tomorrow will be a better day, okay? Keep your head up, young lady. I love you so much. Bye.